Hello fellow crafters, Karen here, and we will be creating 2 cards. Today I'm excited to dive into the wonderful world of color theory. Analogous colors are groups of 3 to 5 colors that sit next to each other on the color wheel. These colors usually match well and create serene and comfortable designs. For my first card, I wanted to use sunny, summery colors. The stencil that I'm using today is the Color Layering Tile Stencil. This is a 4-piece stencil that is gorgeous. To start my background, I'm adhering my first stencil to a sticky grip mat. That will hold my cardstock in place while I do my ink blending. Select a base color that you love or that fits the theme of your card. I start with my lightest color, which is Lemon Drop. I used my extra large blending brush. I like to go clockwise and counterclockwise so I have good coverage. For my second layer, I used Creamsicle ink, which is one of my absolute favorite colors. Orange is one color counterclockwise on the color wheel. Because these colors are next to each other on the color wheel, they naturally blend well together, creating a balanced and harmonious look. Analogous colors are easy to coordinate, which makes the design process easier. For my third layer, I used Taffy, which is a gorgeous coral color. Again, it is a neighboring color to the orange that we used on layer 2. I'm applying a lot of saturated ink, so I'm holding the blending brush on the head. If I wanted a lighter wash, I would hold the blending brush further down on the handle. I am really loving this color combination. For my fourth layer, I wanted to change things up a bit and add some shine. I decided my top layer would be Gold Hero Paste, which is still in keeping with our analogous color palette. I use my palette knife to spread the hero paste over the stencil. This fourth stencil is a bit smaller than the other 3, so I taped it to my background with a bit of washi tape. I then use an old gift card to smooth the paste. Nice! I wanted to make 2 cards today using analogous colors. For card number 2, I chose blue greens to blue. This color scheme is found in nature and is very pleasing to the eye. I start with Pool Party Core Ink for layer 1 of my background. It's a beautiful turquoisey aqua that's perfect for summer. Again, it's a lighter shade, which works well for the base in layered stenciling. I forgot to mention earlier that ink blending and stenciling work best on smooth cardstock, so I always use Hero Art's Deluxe Smooth Cardstock. So layer 1 is complete, and I line up stencil number 2. These stencil cutouts are big and easy to line up, and I didn't even need to use the alignment squares. By the way, I cut my cardstock to 5.5 inches by 5.5 inches so that the 6-inch stencil would have a rim to grip the sticky mat. I use a splash ink pad for layer number 2 and I blend away. Splash is a lovely light blue. Layer 2 is complete, so I continue on to stencil number 3. I chose Blue Hawaii for this layer, and it will be the darkest color on our card. Blue Hawaii is a medium blue that always looks great on projects. Removing the stencil is always one of my favorite parts of the card making process. Today, I wanted to custom tint my 4th layer. Hero Paste is an opaque white and allows you to add texture and color to your projects. I started by dabbing some Blue Hawaii ink on an acrylic block. This is the same color that we used on layer 3. I then add a dollop of white hero paste and blend with my palette knife. I really enjoy mixing colors, so I thought this step was quite fun. I thought my tint looked too gray, so I then added some Pool Party to the mix, and I liked the color much better. The process is the same for adding tinted hero paste. Using my palette knife, I scooped up some blue hero paste and applied it to the stencil. I followed up by smoothing the paste with my old gift card. I don't want to smear, so I'm a bit more careful when I remove the stencil when adding hero paste. Here are my two backgrounds. I love how they both turned out. I really like the gold shimmer on the yellow card, and the opaque texture on the final layer of the blue card is so beautiful. Sentiments next. I really love die-cut sentiments, and I wanted to give the Hooray Birthday cover plate a try. I die-cut Let's Celebrate and Happy Birthday in both coral and nautical cardstock. I also cut a white cardstock strip to glue behind the sentiments. I wasn't sure if I wanted a chunkier look or more streamlined, so I created both. I'm a visual person, so I like to have options, and it's nice to have pre-made sentiments for future projects. The final steps are to trim my backgrounds to 4 1/4 inches by 5 1/2 inches, and to add my sentiments. On the blue card, I put my sentiment 1 1/2 inches from the bottom. I centered Let's Celebrate on the middle of my yellow card. Here are my two finished cards. I love to read your comments, so let me know what you thought of this video. I hope you enjoyed it and found some inspiration. Happy crafting, and I hope to see you next time.